Hello everyone, this is Chandrapana. Merry Christmas everyone. I wanted to do a quick video share of some baked goods that I made for the holidays. Tonight is December 22nd. Yes, Saturday night. And I haven't baked in gazillion years, and I love to bake. I really love to. I love to bake more than I like to cook. So when the kids were young, I used to always bake my gifts. This year was the first year that I went back to baking. I got a couple of good recipes for some things, and I really wanted to try it out. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I wanted to share. I shared my Christmas present that my husband bought for me today, and I didn't wait, and I opened it up and I started to use it. I haven't baked in such a long time that I made this pound cake, and it's not your typical dense batter. It is more of a cakey batter, so it kind of tastes like, my husband says, it's consistency of cornbread, but I really liked it. I wanted to try it. I found the recipe on, I think it was Pinterest, and so it was easy. But long story short, I made the first batch by hand, where you mix it and you use a mixer, and it was a disaster. My spoon fell in and it garbled up the mixing wheel, garbled up my spoon, and it twisted, and I screamed, and my son came running out and he's like, "Mom, do you want me to do this?" And I said, "No, no, no." But I just was having a hard time. So anyways, I got through that batch. I made it one for me, and I'm just gonna keep it in the family. And there was nothing wrong with it, it's just that the spoon fell in. But so then we went shopping to finish up Christmas shopping, and my husband asked me, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas? I don't know what to get for you because you always buy whatever you want," and vice versa. My husband's the same thing. So I said, well, I was looking at a KitchenAid mixer, but they're so expensive and I really wanted a good one. So we went to look at Bed Bath & Beyond, and they were having a sale, and I had a coupon, but even with all of those, I guess it was a decent price, but it was still very expensive. He bought it for me. He said, "Merry Christmas. Do you want me to wrap it up?" "No. Do you think I could use it to finish up my pound cake?" So this is what I did. So without chit-chatting so much, my pound cake came out like this. And there's a hole in it because I poked a chopstick in it to see if it was ready. So it took about a little bit over an hour to bake. So I got these containers from the craft store, and now I don't know here. So it comes in a pack like this, and so I bought gazillions of them. I think I bought 5 packs and each one had 6 or maybe 4. So I think I could bake 2 dozen mini loaves. Okay, so it came out like this, and then I let it cool off, and then I cut into it. So my husband and I ate half of it. And so see if you can kind of see, it's kind of a cakey consistency instead of that dense where it all holds together, but it's really good. And I use organic flour, so I forgot the brand though. I used it all up and I threw away I think I bought it from Whole Foods. And then I used raw sugar, which is kind of brown and it's grainy, but with the heat it all melts. But it's it's better sugar, especially for those who are diabetic. So I used that, and the rest were just regular ingredients like eggs and milk. And then so they all came out like this, and then I packaged them up. So I put parchment paper inside and I wrapped it up, and it has a sticker on it that says pound cake, so they know what they're eating. And I just put in these little baggies. And so I am baking a lot tonight because I want to take it to church tomorrow to give some of my friends in church. And so that's my pound cake. And then let's move on. My friend at work, she made this pretzel mix. and it's called honey wheat pretzels. But you know how it's flavored, so I packaged them in these bags. See, so you can kind of see them in here. But this is the no bake pretzel mix, and so it is so delicious. She gave it away as a thank you favor for her retirement party. Let's see if you can see inside. You know, you see things, the seasoning on the pretzels, but they do not fall off. They just stick to the pretzels like glue. And they are so delicious. I did not have to bake them. I did, and she's very specific on the recipe. She was kind enough to share the recipe with me. And you need to buy this brand pretzels. And the only place I could find it was Sam's Club. And it kind of comes in this round barrel. And I'm not too sure if after the holidays they're going to sell it again. I think it might only come out during the holidays. I'm not sure. Okay, so those are the honey wheat pretzels. And you just need, oh, I'm missing one ingredient, but you need garlic, the fine powder. You need dill weed. And you need the ranch seasoning, the dry dressing mix. Okay, so I bought all of these from Sam's. And the last ingredient is popcorn oil. And it has to be the Orville Redenbacher. I think I'm saying it right. It has to be that brand. Okay, so it was very specific on the ingredients that you used. My friend said she tried the other brands of popcorn oil or pretzels. It did not come out as tasty as these. So I went around, and good thing I found all my ingredients, and I made this. And what you do is you dump the whole canister, and this is a big 56 ounces of pretzels. You dump this whole thing in that 2-gallon Ziploc bag. It's the huge Ziploc bags, and one barrel will fit. You do half at a time. You pour half the bottle popcorn oil, and the popcorn oil is, I think it's it's one bottle, but it's not a very big bottle. So half of the bottle goes in, and half of your mixing goes in. You just do like 2 tablespoons of this, and 2 tablespoons of this, and I put 3 tablespoons of the ranch. Okay, so you put it in a Ziploc bag, and then you pour the rest in there, the rest of the oil, and then the rest of the half of the seasoning. You seal it up, and you just mix that bag, and you got to be careful because the pretzels might poke a hole in it. But you just shake it up and put it in the refrigerator and leave it there. Now it has to marinate for 3 days, and the first time you make it, the first day it's very oily because of all the popcorn oil. But it's like magic. After the 3rd day, all of that evaporates, and it looks like a dry mix. It's like you baked it or something. But it is so good. So good. See? And so what you do is you mix it twice a day for the next 3 days. You get the bag out and you mix it really good. You turn it around so the oil goes back to the other side, and before you know it, the 2nd day it starts looking dry, and then the 3rd day it's really dry. All the seasoning stuck onto the pretzels, and then you can bag them. So I bag them in this Ziploc bags, and I think if you have a sealer you would seal up here, and then when you're ready to eat it you just rip it here. Okay, so it's a reclosable zipper bag. So I made I think I made 6 barrels of these, so I yielded about 12 bags per container. And so I made a lot because my husband took to all his bowling friends at the bowling alley, and I took some to work, and the rest will be for church tomorrow. Okay, so that is my share. So I used my KitchenAid mixer, and I was only going to get the 5-quart, but the lady, she said if you're going to make things like cookies, especially gingerbread batter dough, you should use a professional one because it's more on the thicker side, and this has so much power that it would be able to mix the dough really good. So I just went for the Gustos. So I bought this mixer has a lever where the bowl goes up and down instead of this tilting back. Okay, so this is the one I bought. And you know, I didn't know it had so many attachments. So it comes with these, except you know mine's it didn't come with the this splat proof or splatter proof container. Sorry, you hear my oven going off. So I have to go check with the store to tell them it wasn't in my box. But this is the mixer, and it comes with you attach a contraption right here, and you could put all kind of accessories on there. There is a sifter attachment. That's the newest one I heard. There is a spaghetti pasta. It can make the pasta sheets. You can cut vegetables in it. It's awesome. It's good for cooking too. So I'm gonna take a look at it later. But I mainly bought it to mix my dough to make it a little bit easier for me. I love it. And so I'm going to make good use out of it. So anyways, thank you so much everyone for coming to watch my little share on my baking project. And I hope everyone is having a very Merry Christmas. And I hope everyone is done with their shopping and wrapping and just can enjoy the next few days. Until next time, everyone, thank you and aloha and Merry Christmas. Bye.